guys, it's Sexy Wednesday, so naturally we're gonna talk about blog sidebars. I mean, it only makes sense. A lot of new bloggers, they get real happy with their sidebars. They like to add a lot of things, a lot of buttons, a lot of functionality, and there's a lot of things you can do. A lot of blogs will allow you to download plugins and different things that you can add to your sidebar and make it look like you know what you're doing, which is great. I'm not saying that you should not use any of that stuff, but I'd like you to rethink what you put in the sidebar and prioritize a little bit more. That's precious real estate over there, so unless you're using it correctly, you could be losing visitors as they arrive to your site and sending them to places that don't actually matter. So let's go over to the computer and dig into the Savvy Sexy Social sidebar so I can show you what I've got going on, why, and what you might want to think about for your website. So here we're on the main page for SavvySexySocial.com. You can see that because my site is a blog setup, the sidebar on the front page is going to be the same as every other page. But more than likely, if somebody is visiting your site, they landed on a page that may not be the front page. So what we're going to do is take into consideration the sidebar for your content for now. If your sidebar is not the same on your front page, still take some of these tips into consideration and really prioritize. But really, we're looking at the sidebar that is alongside your content that you're sharing. So here's an example of a blog post that I shared last week. If you clicked on this blog post, this is what you saw. Looking at the sidebar, you can see the very first thing is the email opt-in form. Must. Not only is it the first thing, it's on every single page of this site. I never know when you're gonna decide that you love my stuff or that you see a free product here and you really would like to download it. Whenever you decide to make that decision, I want it to be on your time, but I want to be there when you make that decision, and that is why this email list is on every single page in the upper right-hand corner of my sidebar. It needs to be there. It needs to be at the top. You don't want somebody scrolling and looking for your email opt-in form. That's not acceptable either. It needs to be at the top and very easy to find. The second thing I have here is actually a rarity for the sidebar, but I do like it here because I want to explain a little bit. I'm nominated for a local award, so this is something that's really important to me. I would love it if you guys voted for me. So I decided that was important enough to put in the sidebar underneath my email opt-in form. Something rare is that this is going to click to go to a site that is away from SavvySexySocial.com. The likelihood that I want to send somebody off of my site is not good. In this situation, I don't have a choice. I want you to come here, I want you to vote for me, and in order to do that, you need to leave my website. So take that into consideration for your own site. If there's a situation where there is a great opportunity for you to feature something that may not be on your site, then that is where you should be analyzing where it would make sense to put it on the sidebar. This is often taken into consideration with paid advertisers, but in my case, it's just something that I really hope that my community will do for me, and so I have it prominently placed. So think of that. Anything that is linking outside of your site, how important is it to you, and why and where on the sidebar should it really be? Next here, you can see that I've embedded a video onto my sidebar. This is a really important thing for me because I want new visitors to know if they happen to click on this and they've never been here before. Oh, she made a video. That's cool. That looks pretty good. Oh, most popular of 2012. Seems like she makes video a lot. So that could draw somebody in and say, oh, this is great that she makes regular video content. I might want to stick around a little bit longer. Let me watch her top videos from 2012. They can watch all of those videos here. They can watch the recap video in addition to in full all of those 10 videos right here. Also, if they know they want to subscribe without even leaving the site, they can do that here. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and log in with your YouTube account. You do not have to leave my site to subscribe to YouTube. The next thing in my sidebar is a product that I have for sale. This is not super high up on the sidebar because I don't want somebody to think as soon as they get here I want their money. I want their trust first. But it is in the sidebar because it is important to me. If you trust my content and you want to know more about blogger outreach, then hey,
I have an ebook for you to buy. So that's here, and that will take you to a landing page with more information on buying that product. Next, you can see there are 2 buttons here. These are the 2 Twitter accounts that I use. This is my personal Twitter account and the Savvy Sexy Social Twitter account, which is for the blog overall, sharing content and more helpful information and engaging with our community. So both of those are buttons. You can follow on Twitter. You don't have to leave the website to do it. I'm not adding all of these social buttons all over the place that are making me click to other places. A lot of people you'll see put those at the top of the sidebar. Why is sending somebody to your social network a top priority for you? It's not. That's not your community. That's somebody else's platform where you can rally your community, but you're already here. This is the community. So that's why the email list is first priority. But if you want people to be able to follow up with you in other places, then just add these quick buttons. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter. You can do that and not leave my site. You can do that and still check out other stuff. Next, I want to share some bragging rights. So here I just have a list of logos of places where I've either been quoted or actually contributed or just had news coverage around myself or SavvySexySocial.com. So that's basically what this list is here. If you click this, it will take you to the press page. So you can see more information about all of those articles and what was happening when we were quoted or featured there. Next, similar to the YouTube box and the Twitter buttons, we've got this Facebook box. I would love it if you followed me on Facebook. That's great. Is it a priority to send you there? Not really. You can click this button and go there, but you can also like from here. You don't have to leave the page in order to like me and know that my updates will show up on your Facebook feed. Next, I have a quick link to my media kit for anybody that's interested in sponsoring Savvy Sexy Social. That's a quick and easy thing to see, and if somebody's interested, they can click here and learn more information. Not a huge priority, so it's at the bottom of the sidebar. And then, of course, if you want to do any research on previous articles, we have our list of archives for the blog. Obviously, we've been writing here since the launch was in March, but I had some articles in there from February of 2011.
And that's a Savvy Sexy Social sidebar right there, my friends. Yes, it is. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow is Social Thursday, so you'll want to come back for that. So subscribe to this channel on YouTube or in the sidebar of SavvySexySocial.com. If you sign up for emails, you'll never miss anything. Not a dang thing. Tweet with me, @Schmatastic and @SavvySexySocial. If you've got time, make sure you vote for me for the local Blogger of Columbus Award for 614 Magazine. Votes need to be before March 31st of 2013, so hopefully you're watching this before then. I'll see you tomorrow.